If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Tom Roberts, CEO of the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce, joins us this morning, and feeling better, I hope, sir?
Oh, absolutely. Folks tell me I still sound a little congested, and I am a little bit, but it's so much better than it was last week. And when folks like us lose the ability to speak,
good.
This is not good.
A lot of good things going on in Childersburg for the holiday season.
Absolutely. The sheer number of events and activities has dropped, but the magnitude, the size of these events and activities has really taken a dramatic rise. And the first of these is one that's over a period of time, and it's going to get started on Monday, November 12th. That's Veterans Day, so some places won't be open for you to participate, but we're having something that we're just dubbing a Childersburg shopping spree. From November the 12th, that Monday, until the 24th, that's Saturday, after Thanksgiving, we're urging folks to become shopaholics in the Childersburg city limits and the police jurisdiction. Save your receipts. Doesn't matter where you spend your money, if it's something retail, whether it's a store, service business, or whatever, save your sales receipt. Then the week after that, on the 26th through the end of that week, you'll turn them in at the Chamber of Commerce. If you need to keep a copy of something, that's fine. Just make a copy of the receipt and turn that in. We're going to be saving those receipts, and then we're going to be rewarding 8 customers that shop in Childersburg with gift cards for the holidays. And it's just a way of encouraging people and bribing them a little bit to stop and see what we have available. And the restrictions are that you have to shop. That's it.
You're going to do it anyway.
We're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And come on in, shop. Save those receipts. The only limitation whatsoever we're going to have in this is 1 receipt per business per day. That's so you don't come in and try to buy 10 items as 10 different transactions to get 10 receipts. Yeah. That's it. But other than that, it's just a time for the business to show off a little bit, and I'm excited about the prospects. We're trying to come up with something creative, maybe a sleigh that we can put in the chamber office to drop all the receipts in, something that'll be a kind of a holiday decoration type thing. May have a big package. I'm not sure. I hadn't decided on that one yet. But next Friday, we have the Christmas tree lighting and all the related ceremonies. We'll have the big tree lighting up at the Butler Harris Rainwater House.
Now, is it this Friday or a week from Friday?
Week from Friday.
Okay, all right.
On the 16th. And then it'll move down the street to walk the streets and see all the beautiful decorations. And wow, last year was grand, but this year it's already over the top, and there's still a lot of work that's being done. At the same time, you'll stop at, we'll have a business occurrance that'll be happening that same night, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But we'll have Santa Claus and other child, family-related events and activities in Kiwanis Park, and it'll all culminate down at the new DeSoto Park by the police station with a tribute to our veterans. And folks, Doug Foster and his crew from the American Legion Post 68 are, they're kind of widely known for going over the top when it comes to doing things right and honoring our veterans, and they're going to be in charge of that. So if you're a veteran, get in touch and be a part of the festivities. But then the next morning, 10 o'clock, Butler Rainwater House is going to be having their annual Christmas Bazaar. December 13th is the annual Christmas parade, and it's time to get those entry forms in because it's filling up fast.
No doubt about it, and a busy time of the year for friends in Childersburg, Alabama, and the tree lighting. That's always a special time.
Oh, it is, and it went over the top last year when we moved it from the smaller tree down at Kiwanis Park to the huge tree. When it gets lit up, you can see it from Highway 280, and it's something that really jumps out at you, and that's an important factor. But this year, Kiwanis Park is going to be absolutely filled with Christmas trees. We've got churches and other civic organizations that are decorating trees down there for that part of the ceremony. It's just like everybody is jumping in together. And to me, that's the most important part. Decorating for Christmas, getting the Christmas spirit. Those are absolutely wonderful things. But the cooperative nature of people that, you know, might not even like each other, but working side by side to make a big difference. And that, seeing a community literally come together, Jimmy Dale, that's just something that's absolutely and totally priceless, especially when it ends up being this big. The only real problem I see in this is it sets such a high bar for next year. How do you improve on this? But that's a challenge that I think the folks in the Childersburg area are up for, and this one, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful night. There'll be folks singing Christmas carols. There'll be cookies and hot chocolate, Santa Claus, and so many wonderful, wonderful things. And they're not going to be officially opening their doors for good, but there's a brand new business coming to downtown Childersburg, and they're almost ready to open for good. But they're going to be represented down there with a lot of wonderful treats and show off as best they can for an official opening in the days after the Christmas open, the Christmas tree
Can we tell
lighting.
who the business is?
Well, yes and no. They're one of your neighbors over here. It's going to be the new Heavenly Grounds.
Yeah.
But there's something afoot with that's going to be kind of exciting and take some folks off guard a little bit.
Finally, this morning, we're visiting with Tom Roberts. Carol Bates was talking a few minutes ago about SAFE and their program of Reaching the World Bible Church and the feeding on Thanksgiving Day. Grace Baptist Church had done that for years. Are they still doing that this year?
Absolutely, they are. I'm probably going to be one of their volunteer drivers. I've done it. My family and I have done it over here at SAFE. The Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce is one of the sponsors of the event here in Sylacauga. We pony up to pay for a good hunk of those turkeys. And, it's important that people come together and realize that we're all one big happy family. And there are people in Childersburg to get meals delivered from Sylacauga and vice versa. It's just great to see so many coming together and making a difference. There is nothing that warms your heart and gives you reason to feel thankful than to deliver a Thanksgiving dinner to somebody that can't get out, doesn't have family. It's just, there's nothing in the world like that feeling, and I'm looking forward to doing that this year with Grace. I got all my information last night from the folks at the church, and I'm excited about that prospect. They're both good. They're not competing with anybody. We're just trying to feed folks.
Plenty of mouths to feed, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And the more the merrier.
Hey, I appreciate you being here this morning. We'll catch up again next week and talk more about a lot of happenings in Childersburg. Tom Roberts, our guest this morning. You'll be back with us again next Wednesday. Appreciate you coming this morning.
Not a problem, but drop some money in one of those businesses. You might be one of the shoppers rewarded.
Hey, I'm good for that for sure.